Okay, I'm back for another video in the same setting, as you can see, in the same clothes. So you see, I don't really care so much about how you see me, so I'm not having to change my clothes every day. So in a moment something comes to my mind, I will just put it out there for you. So I just talked to you one moment ago about the situation of this guy who wants to go into the educational business and wants to become an entrepreneur. So he was the one asking about the future of education. What will happen? Is it a future economy? Can I go? Can I do this? So what is very important is in everything you do when it comes to business, you have to see what is the risk factor. We talked about that already. I made a video on that. But also, what are you willing to pay as a price? So when I say that, it sounds very negative and very hard actually, but it is like this. You have to love the price you have to pay. Otherwise, it will be really hard for you to be happy in this kind of environment. Let's say you're becoming a managing director or a leading director in an organization. So you have a good money, you're moving up your career, and so you have family, and then you decide upon, oops, there's a bug. You have to decide, big one, I have to say. You decide upon having a family, settle down. So you get a house. So because you have a good income, you get a kind of a bigger house for your family, so that you want to afford everything for your children. So you're doing all of that. And in this process, you actually get kind of bound to what you do, to either this company or to at least earning that amount of money, because you might have a loan, you might have responsibilities, you might have liabilities. So they bind you to have a certain income, so you're not that flexible anymore in your life. So you give away a lot of your freedom if you just do it with an managing job or even an ordinary job. Yeah, so there is what you have to understand is that there is no guarantee for success in life anymore. Yeah, so there is not that we can say that you will surely your entire life will have this income. So, but if you put yourself in this position, you have to make it, because you can only downsize, and downsizing normally people don't like. Same is true for an entrepreneur. So when you are becoming an entrepreneur, yeah, you have certain kind of freedom, you can say. For example, now it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm walking here in Schönbrunn. I'm doing this to really adjust my body. I love the nature, I love the air, and luckily today it's only 25 degrees and not 31 at that time, and I really don't like the heat. So after that I will go and have a long day. And today, even though we have exams and after the exams we have party, yeah, it's not just a party for me. For me, it's like connecting with people, working with people, mind setting. It is about see who could work with us, who could be a part of the team, who is motivated. See a lot of what needs to be adjusted, get feedback for our companies, because those people who were going through our trainings for a long time, they know the best what they like and what they don't like. Feedback is always good. So it's an amazingly busy time. It's also meaning that we have to close everything and we have to set everything for the next semester. So while summer normally is the time where people take off, I'm super engaged and have lots to do and lots of work. So that's what it is. As an entrepreneur, a self-employed person, you might have some freedom. You can arrange your appointments maybe according to your time and all of that. Even as a therapist, yeah, you can say, okay, I just want to work in the mornings, and you set your appointments like this. But there are times when you cannot do this. For example, your clients don't have time, so you have to adjust your time. Or for example, when you need more money because you want to grow or something. So you have to maybe work more than just mornings. So there's always a price to pay. There's always something that you have to do to be able to get what you want. And so what you should do is, before you decide making a next move, like for example, you have a business and maybe you have a business that's making about 250,000 euro a year. And so you say, let's grow it to the next level. Let's grow it to 500,000. So that means you have to put some effort in it. You have to push. Yeah. So all of these kind of things may happen. Let's say you have a business which is connected to certain kind of regulations by government, And so the government changes the rules and your company has to adjust to it. So if you like it or not, if you planned just to go off for some time, you will have to put the effort in to get it done. So there's always some kind of price you have to pay, and you need to be aware about that, because some people think that when they become managers, directors, or entrepreneurs, they can do the same thing they did when they were an employee, and they can go in the same amount on holiday, they can do this and that. Yes, you might be able to do this at certain times, but there might also be times when you can't do that. So that is something that you have to be aware. So there is a price to pay, but on the other hand, there's also another thing. You are responsible for what you create in your life. So that I find a really wonderful thing, because it means that you are the one who can decide on how much effort actually do you want to put into, how much success do you actually want to have, how much money do you actually want to make. So that is the other part. So you can, to a big degree, decide upon your future. So that's the last message for today. I'll enjoy my coffee and my walk, and I wish you all the best.